identification is key.
I was just going to ask you about that. So it's really important to get your pets chipped and have some sort of you know, identification process where they can go into a computer that's in a national registry and look up exactly who you belong to.
Right, and so one of the things we would caution is, first of all, collars and tags. It's the first visible thing that you can do. Oftentimes those things can get lost. The second is to microchip. But if you are going to microchip, keep that microchip information up to date. You have to talk to the manufacturer and have a regular communication. If you move, if the animal is going to be living in another residence, make sure that's there. Then we recommend that you have a photograph at all times of the animal, and not just a photograph of the animal itself, but a photograph with you and the animal.
Oh, what a great idea.
So if things are happening to the records, your veterinary clinic is impacted because you're all in the same area, you can verify ownership in some capacity should all of that not work.
Right. Yeah, see, I didn't know that.
Yep.
So, well, and you know, I think about it all in a personal way because, you know, my dog, like, I would give him a kidney if he needed it. You know, like, I love this creature. Both of them, but especially my first one. And I hate to say that, isn't that terrible?
No.
But
I feel the same way.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But you know, and so I think about it, like, if this happened in my area, you know, even people in my area were affected by Sandy. And I think, like, what would I do? And what do I need to know? And before I spoke with you, I didn't know. Well, you know, I do have him chipped, but it's a great idea to get the picture taken and to have these things in place. I myself do not have an evacuation plan for my family. You know, so it's really important to anybody who has a pet of any type to make sure you've got documentation, make sure you've got a plan, make sure you've got things set aside. You know, maybe even put some water aside or something in case anything happens, like you would, you know, for your human family also.
Yeah,
and absolutely. Maybe have a little extra for the
We recommend a to-go kit for any animal that you have in your house. So if you have 2 dogs or a cat, and we sort of break it up, but if you have a small dog, carriers are really the best.
Okay.
If you have a large dog and the dog is a dog that stays outside regularly, you're going to want to bring them in.
Okay.
Okay, because if things get destroyed around them, all their natural smells, landmarks, everything is displaced. It doesn't mean they're going to come back home. They may not know how to come back home. There's a disorientation that takes place.
Because everything's just been thrown about.
Right.
That's
so large dogs you're going to want collar, leash at all times. They're safest if they're with you. If it's not safe for you, it's not safe for your pets. Right. So you want them with you. For cats, carrier obviously, litter box, food, water. You want to have their medical care and vaccine history plus the photographs in a waterproof Ziploc. Sort of just make a duffel bag of all of these things. We normally recommend between 3 to 7 days, depending on where you are and what type of natural disaster can impact you. Could be the minimum length of time you're displaced. So you want to have all those basic care items in there with you.
So you heard what she said. We have to be ready before things happen. So right now, go, make sure you have all of your pets' information, get pictures of you with them, and get all of your vet information ready to go. So in case anything happens, you've got all the documentation that you need just to be safe.